but we know it's connected to the vagus as well. So I painted gold all over the little place here a little bit, and I just painted the uterus here in gold. And also just to finish up about what is not in the science. And this is a very scientific painting, I would say. I wanted that a medical profession could look at it and be like, yeah, I know this. You know, it all looks pretty accurate, you know. And we know also about the science is not, it just April in 2026, they mapped all the nerve endings to the clitoris. So I would say it's kind of obvious that the clitoris also has links to the vagus nerve, but yet it's not there. I wanted to say the word coochie or pussy or cunt, or as Nikki says, coochie meow meow, because I'm not using vagina anymore, as it has a really bad etymology. So I will use coochie. It's a nice word, I think. And so we are probably very, very much connected to the vagus. But for sure, we know it's connected to the womb, to the uterus, to the ovaries, to the uterine tubes, to the, and you see these are here. This is the ligament, round ligament of the uterus, of the womb, and cervix, and that's very important, the cervix, because that is very much so. If you have, you know, sex and you know, and the dick touches the cervix, and you know how if you have a direct link to the brain, we know now also that the egg from the ovaries, they are choosing to let the sperm come in. They are not being penetrated and the winner. No, it is the accepting of the sperm that can come in to the womb too. So we have to remember that. So that's why it's important that we link these two together. You know, the womb was, before it was called the hysteria in the Greek, and then they totally fucked up the meaning in the 1800 or something, and they thought that the uterus was crazy because, you know, they thought it was, the uterus was wandering around in the body. And then we have that word again, wandering, like the vagus is wandering around. So I think there's a connection about the uterus, how it's wandering through the organs and up to the control center. Or actually, as we also know that it's like 80% of the information is going from the body to the brain. It's not the brain sending down to the body. 80%. So it's 20% sending out. What the demands are. It's more information coming in. So when the information comes in, it comes from the, you know, from the, let's say from the cervix, goes up through and to the inferior ganglion and up to the medulla oblongata, and there's just like a center called TSN or something, and then it goes further to where the brain is supposed to. So this is my painting. I use a lot of gold and I love it, but as you see, it's gonna be different, looking in different lights and different air. So it's definitely a painting you want to see live. If you have the chance, I will keep you updated if it's gonna be exhibited. Why guddinneli? Guddinneli means actually divine feminine, but in Norwegian, and in my own kind of take on it, because I couldn't find a good translation. In these days, I think we have to make new words, because we are kind of waking up of this brainwash of the patriarchy, you know. Let's just break it down here. Women are the natural leaders. We are, okay? Women are the incredible creators and portals to the divine. And we have to take our power back with this kind of knowledge. To take our power back, we need to have a nerve system that feels safe in rest and digest, regulated, and we need to heal our womb and have a good boundary setting for what we can accept as a society. There have been really horrible exposing of things such as the Epstein list, Giselle Pellicot, technophiles. We have the bastard son of Mette-Marit Høiby. We have these really disgusting cases going on, exposing of things that civilized society should not have to deal with, and we have to make it stop. And we do that with taking our divine power, which we have, because we are demigoddesses, because we are creating life. Yeah, we are demigoddesses. Yeah, divine feminine, guddinneli, and I can say that I have 2 children myself, so I know what this womb, the uterus, is for, and I totally accept and respect the women that don't feel like having children. I think that's very logic in these apocalyptic times to decide not to and let more souls enter to before we heal and set boundaries as a species, so we can evolve as humans, and but of course we need the aunties, we need the the sisterhood, because the children needs us, and in a matriarchy we center the children, because good children, happy children is going to reflect a mature society. So we have to remember that, and children are just us. I am a child, I was a child when we are growing up so fast. They're just young adults basically. So we have to really have respect there too as women. Women, I think, also need to get rid of the shame, get rid of too much humility. I think also we need to really stop competing with each other and start helping each other, supporting each other, and calling out the internalized patriarchal women, because they are just pick-me's who are climbing the capitalism, which is like, yeah, we need girl bosses. I wish a girl boss would buy this painting, because it's going to be hella fucking expensive, I can tell you that. So we need the capitalism too to make the transition, but there's a limit to the greed. We don't need the greed part. We need the freedom, the comfort, the fun. I don't want to say too much more about this painting. The other thing is, you see these around. They're kind of inspired of rosemaling, which is, I can say, rosemaling is. I'm sitting in Telemark now, where my father's family is from, and rosemaling is a very famous way of painting, old tradition. The position is a yoga asana, it's a twist, and I thought that would fit very nice to the vagus nerve, the twist, because it is even twisting around in many places. It's a hell of a fucking cool nerve. It's the star nerve, it's the nerve about the all nerves. So let's work on it, get it, rest and digest. And yes, of course, we are connected to the clitoris too, but it's not scientific, so I'll leave it open. It's not what the painting is about. It is the more about to have it here for the breathing, for the heart, for the womb. That's my Figuradelic number 5. I can tell you that this is what I staged for when I started this paintings, finishing in one by one, exhibiting one by one. I knew I was going to come here. This is the closest I am to my own style, because I have been putting off. No, I said no, not yet, not yet, not yet, no. Now I'm here almost, where I want to stay more grounded in between the figurative, anatomical, figuradelic, psychedelic, and the loose strokes, the hard strokes, the rendered, all this in betweens, even metallic and golds and silvers, all this. So I'm here now, more closest than ever to my kind of a style where I can put myself in a hammock and say, this is Kinara, yo. Okay? So, no, I don't mean this is Kinara. I mean, this is my style. This is Painter's Kinara style. Yeah? So, because this is just a demigoddess, a guddinneli. Yeah.